Hi, welcome to Passion for Life with Dee and Friends, and I'm Dee, and thank you for joining us this week. And I am all about sharing my passion, which is about sharing knowledge and inspiring people to have the best life and just to grow and be healthy and be happy. So I have some friends here today, and it's kind of amazing how I met these friends. Some of them I've just met, but they're friends regardless. I kind of bonded with them already. And one young lady I met just a
couple days ago.
Hi, ladies. How you doing?
Hi, Dee. We're doing great.
I'm so happy to have you here. You know, you all made
we're
some
excited
changes.
to be here.
Yeah, you made changes to be here. So,
Yeah.
And I'm feeling you. So I'm going to introduce you all and say, hello, Miss Ashanta.
Well, hello. How are
I
you?
messed up your name, didn't I?
No, you didn't.
I'm good. Oh, good. Well, I'm good. And I always ask my new friends on the couch, what is your passion for life?
Oh, well, that's a great question, right?
Yeah.
Passion for life. Well, offhand, my passion for life has always been to just reintroduce lost education, reintroduce a different way of thinking, a more open-minded way of thinking, to look at things differently. I'm a person that believes that if we can get control of our thoughts and the way that we process things, that we can basically project our dreams into reality. So I believe in reintroducing that to people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I knew you were heavy. Your mind and your spirit, and you're young. You have this, well, I guess old soul. Did anybody ever tell you that?
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah. But I just knew I needed to get to know you a little more. So it's
Well,
really
I'm
cool.
excited that we met.
Yes.
Absolutely,
I
because
know.
I definitely vibed with you when I first met you. I was like, you know what, she gets me.
Yeah, I definitely do. It's like friends forever. And so then you included some other friends with you,
Yes.
and amazing. So, Joanna, Dr. Brown,
Yes,
how you
that's
doing?
my name. My
Yeah.
nickname, Dr. Brown, is what they called me from the time I was a young teenager.
Really?
I've always had the ability, if you had a problem, I can look and research information for you
Really?
and put something together for you naturally. So this is not something new for me. I started
Right.
when I was about 17.
Really?
And I'm almost 70 now.
Oh
so
my gosh, you look fabulous.
Thank you. It's
Oh my
been a wonderful
gosh.
journey for me.
Really?
And I like to see things happen for people and to better their health. And there's
Yeah.
something, as you start getting older, you start thinking about a little bit more.
Oh yeah,
So-
I'm right there with you. So what's
Okay.
your passion for life, love?
My passion for life is helping as many people as I can to see that there's other alternatives to us getting well and feeling better and so forth.
Right.
And by doing that, you'll start taking and looking into other herbs and vitamins and nutritional things for you,
Yes.
along with changing the way we eat.
Absolutely.
Because that's a problem for a lot of people today.
Yeah, and I knew that you all had to be here. So
Thanks for inviting
it was
me.
definitely, thank you for coming. Hi, Miss Christina.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fantastic, and I actually didn't know you were coming. but
Right, I'm a
just-
surprise
You're a
guest.
surprise friend that
Friend.
came on out, and I'm happy, you know, because you're going to be inspiring me to help me to grow and bring all of us together. So that's what we're doing and helping each other. So, what is your passion for life?
Well, my passion for life is using technology to make a difference in my community. Ever since I've been young, I've been really passionate about business and also technology. And so I found a way to just mix it all together. And, you know, I use that as a way to give businesses an outlet to spread whatever message it is that they want to spread.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
you're going to definitely be helping me out. Because I need that help. Because technology wasn't quite my thing back in the day. They didn't have that, all
Yeah.
that technology. So now we're trying to embrace it. And I'm getting there, but I need help. We all need help.
Yeah.
And that's what it is all about. We have to help each other because you can't grow unless you have a network to help each other.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
it's kind of amazing. So I know you're helping a lot of people, and actually everybody right here is helping a lot of people. So we're going to talk. I don't know. What are we going to talk about?
Well, we could just talk about what you were saying, just the fact of connecting. Just connecting and giving out information and how empowering that can be.
Right.
When you see somebody, if there's something that you have to offer, you should always offer that in whatever way you can, because you never know where that connection can bring you. Just like the rest of us, we all just connected.
Right.
We connected with Christina over a year ago, dealing with holistic preventions in the business that we do. And it was because she was looking to connect with us because it was things that she needed.
Right.
So just connecting, period. Like, don't be afraid to give information and connect with people.
And ask.
Yeah,
you
ask
know?
questions and things like that.
But if you want to talk about your journey a little bit, that would be great too.
Well, my journey started from being about 340 pounds,
Okay.
going through the stresses of being a woman, being in a relationship. I was engaged, and my life was just picture perfect, but it wasn't really picture perfect. Everybody thought that I had the perfect career and the perfect man, but inside I was just, something was missing,
Right.
and I knew it. And as the date got closer, I just had an epiphany one day, like, you know what? If you're going to make the choice to be different now, the only person that you have to blame if you don't is you. So I kind of did the whole, people thought I was having a mental breakdown. I quit my job and I left my fiance and I turned around, left, and I said, God, I'm going to go the way you told me to go.
Yeah.
And that ran me into Dr. Brown.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And we clicked immediately.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. I kind of like looked up to her like she was my missing mother.
Yeah.
She understood how I felt.
Right.
She had great advice on how to get out of it. She helped me on a path to holistic prevention.
Right.
I've always been into herbs and things like that, but my friends just always think I was crazy. They used to be
Yeah.
like, here she go, mixing up some stuff again. But she made me know that I wasn't crazy.
Right. Exactly.
Like, no, the things that you're
Exactly.
doing are
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's going to help you do that. So together we started holistic prevention.
Very good.
She was already doing colon cleansing and,
Right, right.
doing consultations, letting people know how to change their health around.
Right.
And we added more things to our business, and we started at the health food store.
Yes.
Right.
She
On
walked
Linden?
in and
Yeah.
the rest is history.
Yeah.
Right.
And then from there, it just became awesome. We've helped so many people reset their minds,
Right.
reset their bodies
Yes.
back to the natural healing
Right,
state.
right.
And when we found out that it was just a lack of connection and a lack of education,
Yes.
we decided that our mission we were going to spread it.
Yeah.
We didn't care who didn't like it.
That's
We
right.
were going to tell you the truth. Like, no, this is what you need to do.
No.
So I went from 340 pounds. I'm now 220.
Oh.
I didn't go on any diet. I didn't do any of that.
No,
I
no.
just holistically healed my
Exactly.
body,
Yeah.
my whole body.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's what we teach people to do.
You're getting your balance.
Yeah, and
Because it's all about the
it is
balance,
all about
body, mind,
balance.
and spirit.
Yes.
It's very important
Absolutely.
to have that. Because if you
Absolutely.
can't have that, you can't have nothing.
Absolutely.
You know?
True.
So
And it's all about change.
Mhm.
Some persons have fear of change.
yeah.
But when it comes to us, our health,
Yeah.
we have a path, another path that we
Right.
could go on. Drinking more water, for an example.
Yes.
Eating right fruits and vegetables and
Yes.
things like that.
Right,
and
right.
what I have here is what's wrong with most of us.
Right.
So we're born like this.
Mm-hmm.
Colon is wide open. That's
Right,
why
right.
babies just go at it every time they drink milk or
Right.
mom nurses them.
Right.
But this is what happens to us as we start to age.
It gets
It's impacted.
stenosis. Yeah.
And we're actually moving from something that was very open
Right.
to this little hole right
Yeah,
here. And
yeah.
that's causing a lot of difficulty
Right.
for a lot of people. So we're now on a journey, me and Shantae.
Mhm.
We're now also including our friend here
Right.
because we're taking it to the masses of people that
Right.
need to be educated.
Right.
See, education is powerful.
Yes.
And if we learn a couple of rules about our health naturally,
Mhm.
then we'll start making those necessary changes. And we've seen a lot of wonderful things happen.
Yeah. No, I'm
Yes.
right there with you because I know a lot of people are living in toxicity and
Yes.
environment.
Yes.
Their body, their mind, their spirit is just so toxic, and it's they don't know half the time
Right.
because they
And what
aren't
if-
even educated with
What
that.
if anyone was to just find out that the secret is if you had a healthy colon, you'll be healthy and live a
Oh
longer
yeah.
life?
Oh yeah.
No one tells you that. No one says to you, you know what, you've been going through a lot of stuff. Have you thought about getting your colon clean and starting to read the ingredients and watch what you're doing? And that's the basic of what we start with. Like, listen, we're going to help you get your colon clean, and we're going to help you get your circular system and the sludge clean.
Oh, yeah.
And when we help you do that, your health is going to change dramatically because your body is now feeding off of good things and not bad things.
yeah.
What other choice will your body have but to heal?
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
And I believe in that
Yeah.
because I've been doing colon cleansing for, probably about 30 years. So I am definitely been on that path, on and off, because personally, my parents were told at 2 years old that I would be 200 pounds by the time I was 12. I was.
See.
Okay, so I used to have gastritis. I had all kinds of challenges. At 12, 13, 14 years old, I'm in the hospital, taking Tagament and all kinds of things because I was having acid reflux. I was having things that were, and back then I didn't even know what acid reflux was because you're talking,
Yeah.
60s, 70s, or what have you. So it was a long time ago. But I had a lot of challenges. Then I lost weight. I wasn't proud of it, but my mama took me to the diet doctor, with the pills and all that. So I've done all kinds of journeys and all kinds of diets. But then the great aha, when I started using certain natural beverages and certain natural supplements and stuff like that. And my aunt was very into the colons, and she took me to get my colon cleanse, and I was going on that and doing the teas and this, that, and the other, and doing detoxing. But I wasn't quite ready for all that, but I did see a difference. But when I started taking certain supplements and what have you, because I had an aunt that lived, she was over 500 pounds. She actually died from obesity. So I've seen a lot of challenges, and that's why I'm here.
Because your body is the ultimate magician.
Yes.
If you give it what it needs, it will heal itself.
Yes, it will.
And unfortunately, with the pharmaceutical companies and the medical industry, we're not giving our bodies what it needs.
No.
So it's not being able to heal itself.
Yeah.
But once you apply certain, certain principles, your body will take care of the rest.
Exactly. Actually, I did a detox for about 8 months, and it's all food, but I did all natural foods. I stayed away from any kind of toxins, and I did organic, and I ate wild fish and wild everything, and you started losing, it started changing, and okay, I backslid a little bit, but I know that if I eat bad, if I do have processed foods, I'm going to look and say, okay, no GMOs, or no this, no that. So my body will expel it. See, people have to recognize that, oh yeah, it's genetics. No, it's epigenetics. It's the environment that is causing it. What you're putting in your body, what you're putting on your body. So I am, you're all speaking my language.
Yeah. I discovered that it's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's in the products that we put in our hair. It's in our lotions.
Exactly.
Like it becomes like a tedious thing to have to always be careful about what it is that you're putting into your body. I don't know if anyone knows, but the ingredient Red 40 is in a lot of our foods.
Yes.
But when you look at it, when you research it, they tell you that, experts think that it's one of the major causes in cancer. It's in your lotion.
Yeah.
It's in the candy bar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's in the cereal.
Right.
This ingredient is every single place.
Without a doubt.
And then you have to ask yourself, what can I eat?
Exactly.
That becomes the issue.
Yes.
And they've made it so hard for people to find. Even when you go to the organic store or Whole Foods, you'll find that the food is not really whole. It's become so hard to figure out what it is am I going to put in my body. So holistic prevention really becomes imperative in your life.
Yeah.
Because you can't always catch everything. Unfortunately, with the society that we live in today. So we try to let people know, you know what, it's gonna happen. You're gonna eat something that's gonna have some type of ingredient in it that's going to upset your cells, and your cells are gonna mutate. Because that's what happens when you're not eating natural foods, things that your body, that the earth has given to us, that our body works with. Your body don't recognize it. it mutates.
Yes.
Because it has to figure out a way
Yeah.
to absorb it into you. And unfortunately, because we're all different, our cells mutate into different things. Diabetes,
Yeah.
cancer,
Right.
high blood pressure, lymphoma,
Yes.
myofibrosis, anything.
Yes.
Because of the things that we're putting into our bodies and
Yeah.
we're rubbing on our skins.
Yeah.
So it becomes imperative, well, what can I do? You can practice holistic care.
Yeah. You have to.
Yeah.
You know, and
Making
people
necessary
like,
changes,
oh,
yes.
yeah. Well, it gets me a little crazy when people start saying, well, you know, I just pray and I'll be okay.
It's a little bit more to it.
you know, God didn't put this stuff on this earth.
And,
Okay.
and I try to tell them, you gotta think that all the way through. You know? Because if you pray, then he must have told you that you have to practice some type of form. There's things that he makes available, education,
Yeah.
you know, discovery. Like I told him, like, you know, God didn't create the chair. That's us. He just created the tree. And then we created the chair from the tree. So we have to think in that manner. Like, oh, if you're praying to God, that's good. We all do.
Yeah.
But think about what he wants you to do, which is to be creative in the things that he gives you access
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Faith and works. It has to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. So we have to actually try to educate, and even one person, that's one person more that they didn't know. So it's important.
Well, see, that's the beauty of what we've taken on ourselves, working
Yeah.
out of a health food store,
Right.
where most people come in, they get a product, and they leave.
Yeah.
But we're educating them
Yes.
now
Yeah.
and showing them where perhaps their problem could be. Are you
Yes.
eating the right food? Are you
Right.
getting enough rest?
Right,
Are
right,
you drinking
exactly.
enough water?
Right. Exactly.
And when you find out, most answers are no.
Yeah.
So we're just re-educating people and just making reminders,
Right, right.
you see, because we're a whole person.
Yeah.
But see, what happens is when we talked just a moment ago about colon health,
Right,
it's
right.
very important to really find out what it is that I can do to
Right.
make it better for me in that area.
Right.
Because the colon itself houses all your other organs. And so we really educate people about that
Yeah.
and show them why it's important to do just basic things.
Yeah.
And look and read your ingredients, as we were just talking about. Make sure it's not a GMO
Yeah,
processed
exactly,
and
exactly.
et cetera. And by doing those necessary changes, you'll see that you feel better, you
Yeah.
sleep better,
Yes. Yes.
and you smile more
No, definitely.
instead of feeling sick.
Exactly. And well, I actually went to a food literacy course workshop about 2 weeks ago, and it was amazing. It was so amazing. And I went out to Southampton, and everything was organic, or just fresh grown in the neighborhood.
Oh, awesome.
Okay. Now, I had never tasted carrots that fresh. I'm talking
Wow.
sweet.
Wow.
Everything was sweet and or whatever you tasted it, the real food, the real substance of the foods, and I was just so taken
And
aback.
amazed,
I was
yeah.
like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
this was so good. So I know that they have a lot of what is it, CASs, these farms that we can use, like co-ops, and you can get fresh foods. They don't necessarily have to be organic, but it's actually cheaper. But they go around and they make sure that they're not using certain chemicals or what have you, so that it is fresher than let's say organic foods that are coming from maybe Mexico or what have you, because you're really, and then you're supposed to eat actually foods that are seasonal.
Yes.
And I learned this, and I was like, wow, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes so much sense, and maybe next time we'll talk about
Yeah.
all of that, because it was like, oh, okay, so when the spring comes, things are starting to grow. So you're supposed to eat things that are growing
Exactly,
with that.
in season.
But in the winter time, everything, the life goes in underneath and hibernates. So now you're supposed to do roots and things that are inside, because all the nature is inside.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
not dead. But I was like, oh,
And it also alleviates where everything is coming
Yeah.
from also, because then the food or the fruits haven't been traveling from afar when you eat in season, because you know that it's cultivated here. And it's much healthier when you're eating it from the ground, cultivated where you're living, because we're breathing the same environment. So all of that come into play when you get deep into holistic.
Really? Exactly.
You will start to realize more things. You'll be like, oh, okay.
Because they were saying that, okay, you can eat like maybe 10% out of your season or out of your environment, but 90% really should be within. Otherwise, you're going to be more cold. Your body's going to be out of balance, and you're not going
You'll
to
be a little bit more lethargic.
Yeah,
It's hard for you to get up in the morning.
You're going to crave certain things, but that's not really good for you. So I was like, this was really an interesting workshop, and I was glad I actually took myself to that. Okay, well, we're gonna come back.
Okay.
In maybe a few minutes. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Horsehair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
Galaxy Luxury Coach is a full-service limousine and party bus company. Family-owned and operated, we are an industry leader with over 25 years of experience in providing best-in-class luxury transportation for your special event. Whether it's your precious wedding day, an all-day wine tour out east, your high school prom, that special birthday, or just an amazing night on the town, our professional chauffeurs stand ready to ensure your special event is truly special. Galaxy Luxury Coach has one of the largest and modern party bus fleets in the New York area. Our party buses are simply nightclubs on wheels. Concert sound systems, light shows, lasers and strobes, multicolor LED lighting brilliantly lights your party bus inside and out. For corporate and more laid-back events, we will cater to your specific needs and requests. What sets Galaxy aside from all others in the luxury transportation industry is our attention to detail in customizing our services to your special event. At Galaxy, it's all about you and your guests. Galaxy customers return time and time again because they know they can trust Galaxy to help deliver those lifetime memorable moments. Step aboard and let your Galaxy experience begin. Galaxy.
back to Passion for Life with Dee and Friends, and well, you missed a whole lot, but we're going to bring you up to speed. We were talking about how foods and processed foods and what have you is, well, our fat cells, our cancer cells, and they're all getting this actual feed. They're feeding these cells, and that's what's causing all these diseases and what have you. So we have to change our mindset, and it's just, because I know Christina has said, wow.
Yeah, I mean, it was meeting Ashante and Dr. Brown that brought it full circle for me. Because when I was younger, my father would always say, you know, why are you putting that on your skin? Why are you using that type of deodorant? Don't eat that, don't do that. But it was meeting Ashante and Dr. Brown that kind of brought the why back into it. Because it's one thing to hear, don't do this, but then there's another thing to understand why.
Yes.
And learning the why behind it is transformative. So yeah.
It's actually, I know a lot of times you're not ready, and so you kind of just limp along and you go with the knowledge that you were taught, and that's why people say, oh well, it's actually genetics, because all the families are doing the same thing. So you're eating the same way, you're doing the same thing, and guess what? You're going to get the same diseases. So it just happens like that. So you kind of have to like, okay, well, if it's not really genetics, then what is it?
It's really being asleep is what it is. I always try to explain to people that if you really want to make a change, you have to wake up. You have to like wake up and really look at what's happening from your thought pattern, from your stance, instead of repeating what somebody else told you. Because one of the habits that a lot of people have is that we just repeat what somebody says to us. Oh, did you hear the sky was purple? Girl, you know the sky is purple. no one took a chance to look and say, no, it's not purple. You know, like, and that's what's happening in society. I always tell people, everything is set up to work together, but you have to be awake to see it.
Right.
The supermarket, have you ever in your life seen carrots on sale? Tomatoes on sale? Lettuce?
Not much.
Have you seen them go on sale? Hey, buy 4 lettuce for $2. You don't see those things on sale. You have to ask yourself why. Because what is on sale?
Soda, junk food.
4 for $5. Soda, 2 for $4. You know, these things are on sale. So it kind of tricks your mind into thinking that you're getting a good deal, but you're not. Because it's set up for you to end up at the doctor's. Now the doctor is set up to send you to the hospital. The hospital is set up to get you better and send you back to the supermarket. It's a complete cycle.
And the pharmaceuticals, you know, they're gonna.
The pharmaceuticals is like,
here you go, take
we'll
this,
keep you
take
living.
that.
You know, we'll put a Band-Aid on it. It's okay. I'll help you
Exactly.
function with that.
Exactly.
And it takes for you to wake up and say, wait, I'm gonna go over here. You're like, I'm not gonna be on this cycle anymore. I'm not gonna shop the perimeter of the supermarket. I'm gonna shop where the fruits and the stuff are, where everything is at.
Right.
But that's where education comes in at. See, after you educated yourself and just understand the value of eating healthier and drinking more water, all these things are necessary for a better life. You see, in some cases, though, we have to go to a medical establishment to get the necessary help.
without a doubt,
We're not saying that. We're saying stabilize, but also try and help yourself by making changes. So this is a wonderful forum that we have this evening that talks about those forums, those changes. And by getting back to eating healthier vegetables and fruits, your body's going to respond. So this is wonderful.
And some people may say to themselves, why isn't my doctor telling me this? And they just really have to understand that doctors, their job is to prescribe. They see symptoms and they prescribe medicine, pills, ointments. You know, if they didn't do that, they wouldn't get paid.
Well, also they weren't educated to go that route.
Right.
Okay, the education, again, it's limited, unfortunately, because now they're starting to include nutrition in the medical schools. But previously, they did not include that. So therefore, they had no knowledge. So if they don't have any knowledge, how can they share it
How
with
can they
you?
share it?
You know, unfortunately, this is what's going on. So we have to educate ourselves. We can't really rely on just them. And now we have platforms that are out there so that we can educate ourselves. So
Thank
that's
goodness.
what's so amazing.
Thank
You know, it's like,
goodness for this platform.
You know,
This
so
is-
many
it's
different
powerful.
platforms. Yeah. Because I know my journey was kind of crazy, you know? So it's like, and I'm, okay, yeah. I'm gonna be 59, just me. Yeah, I know, I look good. But I don't feel like that. I feel younger. I feel, because things have turned around.
Yes.
And previously, I did feel like I was probably 59 when I was 30, you know, because I was toxic.
Yeah.
I was always tired. I was,
Yeah.
because my body was not feeling good. It just, I was not happy. Body, mind, and spirit was so out of balance. I had the dark circles and lines and all kinds of stuff. And you're talking, you know, at 30 years old, why do I have all that? I looked older then than I do now.
And the narrative also was that that was normal.
Yeah.
That was a narrative
Yeah.
out there. So no one had like the red flag that something might be wrong.
No,
It wasn't
exactly.
until people started to take a platform and take on the mission to change people's minds. Like, listen, you're not supposed to look like you're 30 years old when you're 30. Like, that's just not what happens.
Exactly.
You know, they have a whole
Exactly.
perception of what you should look like at certain ages. We age very well.
Yeah.
Everyone, if your body is working in the natural state. But when you start to put things in it that pollutes it,
It's very scary.
Yeah.
It's very scary. I had a grandmother who lived to 101. Okay.
Wow.
And she was strong. She walked in her heels until she was about 99. I ultimately had to take the heels away. Because I was like, okay, Grandma, I don't think this is working. But she was strong. She walked straight. And she always was very conscious of what she was putting in her body. And the doctor would say, well, your pressure's a little high. Okay. She just changed it with the diet. You know, or, oh, your sugar is a little, okay. She just changed it.
Yes.
Because she couldn't actually, she was kind of allergic to medicine. She did not do well with medicine. Some people just get loopy, you know? And when she put something foreign in her body, it just,
Body would let her know.
it was
Yeah.
like, this does not belong.
Right.
well, her body was more sensitive.
Yes.
Believe it or not,
Yes.
all our bodies are like that. When we put foreign things into it, our body has a really bad allergic reaction. Even if we don't see it immediately, even if we don't feel it immediately, it's happening. She was just very lucky to be
Yes.
extra sensitive
Yeah,
to it.
exactly.
To where, you know, she had to have an alternative form of holistic prevention.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, your story reminds me of my grandmothers. I call it the tale of two grandmothers because both of them have diabetes.
Right.
But one grandmother was proactive, like your grandmother, and she changed her diet. And she's like 73 now. She can lift and move and clean her house and keep a job. Whereas my other grandmother, who did not change her diet, she had a stroke, lost feeling in her left arm. She had a leg amputated. She's now home. She's bedridden. So it's really a lesson, and a lot of us can look in our families and
Yeah.
see
Oh, yeah.
how those that came before us can really show us what to do or what not to do.
Exactly. And you know what? You can stop it.
Right.
And that's the thing, you know, the journey of, well, we don't have to accept this anymore. We don't have to really go down that route. Okay? And that's why I'm so much of an advocate to have my friends on here and sharing their journeys, and so that we can just help, you know, touch somebody, you know, like touch their heart, so that we can
Yes.
just grow and make things better and be happy, because I love to be happy. You have to be, you know, because guess what? Why?
Yeah.
You know, why are you being unhappy out here, you know, at this point? So
Right.
life is too short.
Yeah.
Yes. But we do have some wonderful doctors that are beginning to incorporate
Exactly.
a lot of healthy
Yes, yes,
changes
yes,
now with
yes.
fruits and vegetables and things like that, which is good.
Yeah.
And we're not saying on tonight that not to go.
Right.
When you're sick and you're in pain,
Right,
you
right,
go to
right,
your
right.
doctor and get the necessary help. But now you can be proactive in your care.
Yeah.
Once you're stabilized, you can start to make changes in the way you're eating.
Right, right.
Are you drinking enough water? Ask yourself those questions.
right.
And you'll find out that you're not doing enough of what you should be
Right,
doing.
right.
And a good doctor will encourage you to do that. So
Exactly.
we
Absolutely.
have to be thankful of
Yeah.
their journey helping us too.
Yeah, without a doubt, because I know,
Yeah.
actually, my grandmother ended up having a little short-term memory
Mm-hmm.
challenge. And everybody's, oh, it's just because she's old, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, not my grandma. You know, because you know your people. Okay?
Yeah.
So she was sharp. She was very, very sharp.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but you take them to this doctor, you take them to that doctor, and they're specialists. So they don't really look beyond their specialty. So go to a generalist and a DOP, what is the doctor of orthopedics,
For what?
a DO.
Okay.
Like, or even now they have the functional medicine doctors and what have you. But I had a doctor and she was amazing. And she just did like this. And she was like, I need her to go and get a Doppler. And guess what?
That helped.
No, she had carotid artery disease.
And that's what was going on.
Wow.
So the fact that her arteries were blocked, so she wasn't getting
Enough
the
blood
blood
to the
flow
brain, yeah.
to the brain, and that was affecting her memory. But everybody's like, oh, it's Alzheimer's. Oh, it's dementia. Oh, guess what?
yes.
It's not necessarily.
And thank God you took her to the right person to
But at
look
that
it.
point, she was like 95. So do I go and do anything, you know, like surgically? Because her quality of life was still good.
Yeah, I
So-
can understand that.
So at that point, I opted not to, but I did get her on some natural supplements, and I did see some changes.
Well, we know we had a lady that we deal with,
Yeah.
and when she first came in, she couldn't even sign her name.
Mm.
We weren't too sure exactly what was going on inside of her. We just knew that she was experiencing dementia, a little bit of memory loss, couldn't find things where she put it. And we put together a herbal remedy for her. And it's just herbs that's blend.
Right,
we
right,
blend
right.
herbs for you. Like, we don't just give you a one package deal.
Right,
Like,
right.
what's going on with you?
Right, right.
How have you been eating? Tell me
Yeah.
about your family. Is this running
Yeah,
your family?
yeah, yeah.
And, you know, right now, she is sassy. She's about
Yes,
herself.
yes.
She can sign her own name. Yeah.
Yes,
So
yeah.
and I say that to say that I believe at any age
Cool. Yeah.
that you can reverse it. You can
Yeah, no,
at any
definitely,
age, you know.
definitely.
So I think that surgical options it becomes a little bit dangerous when you're up in age because you don't recover to the trauma as easily as someone younger might, you know. But an herbal remedy, these herbs, if you start to look into them, you'll be shocked of what the medicinal purpose is for them. And when you go to war with it in your body, because it's similar to us going to war with Popeye's chicken.
Oh, don't even
If
talk
you
about
eat
it.
this chicken
My
all
job.
the time, you're gonna have a clogged up artery because of all this stuff. But if you
without a
go
doubt.
to the same type of war with these herbs, you get the same reaction. You're sharp. You're about it. Things are better. Things are flowing better. So we always suggest, like, hey, you know what? Don't matter what age you are, come do some type of holistic practice.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we can look it up. Let's see
Yeah.
what's going on with
Yeah.
you. How we can help you reset.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
because my mom actually she was diagnosed with first stage cancer probably about 3 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and they said, "Oh, we could cut it out," blah blah blah. And you know, in hindsight, we probably shouldn't have, but we did. 2 years later, she ended up with fourth stage cancer. The way they did it was laparoscopic. Don't ever do laparoscopic surgery when it's cancerous. Now, my doctor, I had a hysterectomy, and they were like, we were not going to do it laparoscopic because if it's cancer, guess what? It'll spread it. And because it makes sense. You're going to suck something out. You think it's going to suck right into, aspirate it into the holes and it's not going to spread? No, that's breaking up the cancer. We didn't know, and I didn't ask questions.
Well, you didn't know the questions to ask.
I didn't know the question. That's
Yeah.
why I know I'm writing this book, because you have to ask questions. What kind of surgery? What are you going to do? You know, is this really an option? Because it was first stage, and she was 77 76 at that point. Probably we could have left it. She would have been fine for another 10, 15 years. Life was good.
What you're saying is true. Honestly, anyone that has cancer will tell you, it didn't really start bothering me until they started treating me.
Right.
Anyone will tell you that. Unfortunately, again, it's a system that's set up that says the only way that you're going to make it past this cancer is if you allow me to put these chemicals in your body, and we'll hope and pray and wish that it targets it the right way, and then, once we do that, your body will heal itself back. And in retrospect, they're getting a little bit better now in the treatments that they're having. As a matter of fact, I saw the other day that there's a lady that's invented something that it can target the cancer better rather than just shooting and hoping that it hits wherever it hits, which is what these treatments have been,
Exactly.
But you can always pick up some type of practice in anywhere. There's millions of herbs and fruits that aid in that. Can you imagine if you go to war with it, switch your diet, get off meat and all those other things? Absolutely. So what you're saying is actually true.
Yeah.
She probably could have lived longer.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, because she was so strong. But we're going to take a real quick break, and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know you already want a Toyota, but when you want more from your Toyota store, you want Smithtown Toyota, where every Toyota comes with Smithtown Toyota's Toyota for Life program, giving you lifetime New York State inspections, lifetime 10% discounts on all parts and service, 2 years of complimentary oil changes, 2 years of scheduled maintenance, and more, all at no cost to you, plus low clear-out deals on every Toyota in stock. Get more from your Toyota store. Hurry to Smithtown Toyota.
Welcome to the Rehab Center located at 2025 Brentwood Road in Brentwood, New York. At the center, we offer chiropractic services, acupuncture, and physical therapy. We take most major medical, no-fault, and workers' comp insurance. If you need these types of services, contact the offices at 631-234-4949. That's 631-234-4949. Welcome to the Rehab Center located at 2025 Brentwood Road in Brentwood, New York. At the center, we offer chiropractic services, acupuncture, and physical therapy. We take most major medical, no-fault, and workers' comp insurance. If you need these types of services, contact the offices at 631-234-4949. That's 631-234-4949.
Galaxy Luxury Coach is a full-service limousine and party bus company. Family owned and operated, we are an industry leader with over 25 years of experience in providing best-in-class luxury transportation for your special event. Whether it's your precious wedding day, an all-day wine tour out east, your high school prom, that special birthday, or just an amazing night on the town, our professional chauffeurs stand ready to ensure your special event is truly special. Galaxy Luxury Coach has one of the largest and modern party bus fleets in the New York area. Our party buses are simply nightclubs on wheels. Concert sound systems, light shows, lasers and strobes, multicolor LED lighting brilliantly lights your party bus inside and out. For corporate and more laid-back events, we will cater to your specific needs and requests. What sets Galaxy aside from all others in the luxury transportation industry is our attention to detail in customizing our services to your special event. At Galaxy, it's all about you and your guests. Galaxy customers return time and time again because they know they can trust Galaxy to help deliver those lifetime memorable moments. Step aboard and let your Galaxy experience begin.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Hog's hair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is me, GMC, in the place to be, the greatest MC in history. There will never be an MC greater than me. And right about now, the only place for you to be is with the one and only Madhousetv. You are the man.
Hi, welcome back to Passion for Life with Dear and Friends, and I'm still here with my friends, and the time is just flying. We're having a good time. Yeah. But a lot of good
Learning a
information.
lot, yeah.
Yeah, we do a whole lot of off the. It's kind of
We
cool.
keep talking, guys.
Yes, we can't help it. But we started talking about how the cells and with all the bad things coming into our bodies and causing the cancer and what have you, and so we were talking about
Well, we were basically talking about the treatments that they provide for us and how sometimes we don't really know the right questions to ask to make sure that it's going to be the right procedure for us.
Right.
Because we're under the stress of, oh my God, I got to do something to help me heal. And then they're telling you this is the only thing that you can do. There's so many options.
Yes.
When you've reached that state, there's so many different options. So we're basically talking about just having the mentality to figure out what the right questions are to ask and not being scared when you're facing that type of sentence that cancer is. Yeah.
And you probably need to take somebody with you, because sometimes when you're by yourself or with your loved one, you may not remember all the questions to ask. So I know with myself, I was faced with something like that, and it was kind of, okay, so what next? But when she actually got diagnosed with the cancer and we decided to go with the surgery, and you say, well, okay, you kind of don't do that research and should have gone and got that second opinion or third opinion or fourth opinion. And I had done that for myself. But with my mom, you know, she kind of trusted and what have you, so I kind of like went with it. But now I know that I would go for that second, third, fourth with anybody. And the fact that you have to find the right doctor, because I know with myself, I actually, if you could save part of me, and if you don't have to take this out, I don't want to take it out, you know, because I had cysts on my ovaries. And I tried to do naturally and what have you, but at that point it was just, I couldn't do it. So I had to opt. You know, because I think I was taking certain supplements and what have you, the pain wasn't as bad. They said that I should have been in a lot of pain, but I was not, because I was taking certain things. So my pain threshold was very minimal, because they said it was, well, initially when I got diagnosed, it was 12 by 12, and it went to 15 by 15. So that's kind of big. You know? They said when I was laying down, they just could see it. You know, it was on in there. But so I did. You know, occasionally I was like, it's just like you feel like, oh well, you have little pains. And that's just part of life. You know, it wasn't. So you really have to be very proactive. And when you have certain things, don't let it go.
Pain is like the last stage, right? To know that something is really off.
See, pain is a signal that something has gone awry. And you got to find out what that is. And see, it's not just that. It's also saying, well, no, my goodness, I've been eating this or I've been doing that. Let me start making some necessary changes. But sometimes what happens is we know something is wrong, but we wait too late. See, so that's another thing. When you're in pain, you just got to start correcting things then. One of the things is so important that works from head to toe, cleaning your colon
Yeah.
out,
Yeah.
because that accumulation of waste can cause things to be very painful.
No, it's definitely.
So,
I know
this
with
is
myself
about
when I
change.
started cleaning,
Yes.
so a lot of times you don't move your bowels on a regular basis,
Yeah.
and that's because your body's out of that balance.
Yes.
So now that I kind of just, it goes, like constantly.
It works,
Okay,
that's
sorry,
right.
guys.
We all do it.
3 times out
Yeah,
of a month.
Yeah.
we talk about it constantly
times
all the
a month.
time
Yeah.
about your colon health, and I wonder if people get the why. And the why is, as Dr. Brown was trying to show earlier, is your colon houses the majority of your major organs. There's capillaries connected to it. So what does that mean? It means that the food that we eat processes through the normal digestion function, and then it feeds your organs. But if it's feeding through your colon, which is breaking down the food and giving it to the different enzymes to the different parts of the organs, if it's corroded with chemicals that are not naturally made for the body, and it's and not to mention we don't always get rid of all of it.
No.
Some of it stays there. So we're continuously feeding our organs with bad stuff.
Yeah.
So that's the why on cleaning out your colon. So people are probably like, well, what the colon gonna do? It feeds everything.
Yeah, yeah.
If I'm feeding my lungs a certain chemical that causes it to constrict and close, it's gonna constrict and close. I'm gonna develop asthma.
Yeah.
Like those things are gonna happen because I haven't cleared out the passage of this. It's like cleaning out the feeding tube. Would you use the same spoon all the time to eat without washing it off? You can't, because you're gonna be eating the same things that you've been eating for a month. So that's the point of cleaning your colon. Getting it clean, then you say, okay, now I got my colon clean. Let me start to be a little bit more conscious about what I'm putting back into my system, because I don't want to build up on the same mess that I was eating before. And that is preventative care.
Yeah.
That's the essence of preventative care. So we don't get to trying to find out what questions we got to ask our doctor when we done develop some type of mutation.
Yeah.
And when I say mutation, I mean, like I said before, diabetes, cancer, high blood pressure. Those are mutations that your body developed because of the stuff that we were feeding ourselves or rubbing on our skins or drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And washing our hair.
Yeah, all that.
Christina, I know you have this business that you are dealing with, and actually this movement, and you really didn't get a chance to discuss it, so you're going to be back. I'm not going to tell you right now. But we just want to touch on it because time is flying.
It is. It is, and just this whole discussion is life changing, and I hope that whoever is watching is being touched in some way by what we're saying. But yes, New Black Wall Street. We have a website, newblackwallstreet.com. Is basically a bringing together of Black-owned businesses in our local community.
NYC.
Yeah, newblackwallstreet.nyc. Is the bringing together of Black businesses in our community, because we feel as though when we come together, we're more of a force to be reckoned with, and we just practice certain values like cooperative economics. November 8th, we need to get out and vote. So those are just some of the things that we're working on. We have a teacher supply drive planned for next year. You want to add anything to?
Well, you basically hit it. It's just basically bringing the community together, being your own change agent.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to be a part of it, we can always start it in your community. And it's basically bringing the community together. The businesses that function within your community should be given back to the community. We go and we spend our money there, and we should have a say on what's happening with the majority of the money that's being sent in our community. So that's the basics of New Black Wall Street. And it's also helping businesses connect and keep the circle of the business going. If you go into a store and they don't have something, that business should be able to send you to the next place that has it. Keeping it within the neighborhood, helping the neighborhood grow. So that's basically what it's about. And if you want to sign up and you want to be a part of New Black Wall Street you go to New Black Wall Street NYC, and you just sign up. You just sign up and come to our meetings and let us know what you want to do to be a change agent.
When do you all have your meetings?
We have our meetings every first Monday of the month.
Okay. So, okay, cool.
Again, you can get all this information on
The website,
the website,
newblackwallstreet.nyc.
.nyc.
And then you also have a business, right?
Yes, I'm a social marketer, social media manager as well, social patois. And basically, as I said earlier about my passion of using technology to make community impact, that's the vehicle that I use to make that impact. And so I work with businesses and organizations that are actually trying to make a difference somehow in the world, and I'm just there to help them amplify their message.
Well, I know I'm going to be utilizing you in a little bit. And Dr. Brown, how can they meet up with you?
Yes, well, we have a health food store that we're working out of, and it's 225-14 Linden Boulevard in Queens. And we're there Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 until. And there, if they want to walk, stick their head in, turn, look to see what we're doing in there, they'll get a lot of answers to questions naturally.
Okay.
And we'll make some suggestions.
Do you have a website or a telephone number that they can reach you at?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Actually, we're all over. You can follow us on social media at Holistic Preventions. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're also on Twitter. Just at Holistic Preventions. Again, we're at the Health Food Store, 225-14 Linden, Cambria Heights, Queens,
What's
New
the name
York.
of the health food store?
Healthy Living Organics.
Okay.
And we're Holistic Preventions. You can come, we're open Monday to Saturday. We're usually always there on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but you can come in any single day, make an appointment, and we'll talk about how we can help you reset your body to its natural healing state.
That's actually where I met you.
Yeah, that's actually what yes, absolutely. So, they can follow us. Our website is getyourtea.biz, and get all your information on that site. Get your tea, girl. It's hot.
And we're also all
Yes.
listed on newblackwallstreet.nyc.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful.
Absolutely. We're going to list you there, too.
Okay, good. I'm ready. Thank you for coming out and making some amazing knowledge to my people, my friends, because you all are now my friends, and they're my friends, and we're trying to just touch people, to help people to enlighten and just get to that point of, okay, we got to make some changes. And the fact that, okay, yes, we have to go to the doctors, and they need to help us, but we have to help ourselves.
We have to help ourselves.
And so in order to help ourselves, we have to make those changes.
Yeah, and we have to
and
wake
be
up.
aware.
Wake
Yes, be aware that things are crazy. I recently saw a thing on Facebook. No, actually a girlfriend of mine's, because all my friends, they send me all these little things, and they were burning cabbage on the stove, and it wouldn't burn. Okay? So, what's up with that?
Oh, I can tell you.
It's like plastic.
I have a whole story on that. That's a whole other episode, girl.
That's GMOs.
Yes, yes.
That's
Yeah.
GMOs.
Oh, man.
It's not.
They
so what
have-
do you think it's going into your body?
They've stolen our natural food and replaced it underneath our nose.
Yeah.
I am not making this up.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
being sold in the stores.
Yeah, and it's being
Yeah.
sold in the
Already.
supermarket. Like,
As real food.
I know y'all seen it.
Yeah.
See, grapes with no seeds.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Lemons, no seeds.
Come on now.
And it connects to what you said about
Yeah.
eating in season. There's some foods that really shouldn't be sold
No.
because it's out of season,
Right.
but yet it's
It's
plentiful.
always there.
If they took the seed out, what else did they take out?
Right, exactly.
We're eating emptiness. There's no
Yeah.
sustenance
Right.
in this stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Shapes and
the
colors.
food definitely tastes different when you're really eating real food.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You say, what was I eating all this?
Okay, so thank you again.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, and come on. I don't know whether I'm going to be here next week because I am going to be out of town. So I'm going to do my birthday thing. But if I am, well, you can join us for a rerun. And we'll be back in 2 weeks live. And thank you. And just keep on sharing that message of inspiring people and knowledge. And hey, and living your passion and being happy. Passion for life. Thank you for joining. See you next week.
Bye.
Awesome. Yeah.
Excellent.